Welcome to classes of St.Michaels Academy. This is the class for EVS for 12th standard. We were doing the chapter Sustainable Development. In the chapter Sustainable Development, we had started the topic Sustainable Goals in the last class, and we shall continue with that topic in this class also. We had learned that the UNDP had adopted 17 sustainable goals which are to be fulfilled by the year 2030 in completion. And we already studied the first goal of among the sustainable goals, which was no poverty, and today we shall study the next few goals. The second goal adopted by the UNDP is zero hunger. The number of undernourished people has dropped by almost half in the past 2 decades because of rapid economic growth and increased agricultural productivity. Many developing countries that used to suffer from famine and hunger can now meet their nutritional needs. Central and East Asia, Latin America, and Caribbean have all made huge progresses in eradicating extreme hunger. Unfortunately, extreme hunger and malnutrition remains a huge barrier to development in many countries. There are 821 million people estimated to be undernourished, often as a direct consequence of environmental degradation, drought, and biodiversity loss. Over 90 million children under 5 are dangerously underweight. Undernourishment and severe food insecurity appear to be increasing in almost all regions of Africa as well as South America. Asia accounted for nearly two-thirds, that is 63% of the world's hunger. Nearly 151 million children under 5, that is 22% of them, were still stunted in 2017. More than 1 in 8 adults is obese. 1 in 3 women of reproductive age is anemic, and 26% of workers are employed in agriculture. As of the latest statistics, a total of 821 million people are undernourished. The UNDP has made great progress against several leading causes of death and diseases. Life expectancy has increased dramatically, and infant and maternal mortality rates have declined. Good health is essential to sustainable development. It takes into account widening economic and social inequalities, rapid urbanization, threats to the climate and environment, and the continuing burden of HIV and other infectious diseases. Despite of such tremendous efforts, the UNDP is still far from achieving the Sustainable Development Goal 3. Progress has been uneven, both between and within countries. There is a 31-year gap between countries with the shortest and longest life expectancies. And while some countries have made impressive gains, national averages hide that many are being left behind. At least 400 million people have no basic health care and 40% lack social protection. Every 2 seconds, someone aged 30 to 70 years dies prematurely from non communicable disease such as cardiovascular diseases, chronic respiratory diseases, diabetes, or cancer. 7 million people die every year from exposure to fine particles in polluted air. More than 1 of every 3 women have experienced either physical or sexual violence at some point in their life, resulting in both short and long term consequences. Since 2000, there has been an enormous progress in achieving the target of universal primary education. The total enrollment in developing regions reached 91% in 2015, and the worldwide number of children out of the school has dropped by almost half. There has also been a dramatic increase in literacy rates, and many more girls are in school than ever before. These are all remarkable success made by the UNDP in order to achieve their fourth goal, which is quality education. Progress has also been tough in some developing regions due to high levels of poverty, armed conflicts, and other emergencies. In Western Asia and North Africa, ongoing armed conflict has seen an increase in the number of children out of school. Children from the poorest households are up to 4 times more likely to be out of school than those of richest households. Disparities between rural and urban areas also remain high. Achieving inclusive and quality education for all reaffirms that the belief that education is one of the most powerful and proven vehicles for sustainable development. The goal also ensures that all girls and boys complete free primary and secondary schooling by the year 2030. Statistics say that still 57 million primary aged children remain out of school, and more than half of them are in sub Saharan Africa. In developing countries, 1 in 4 girls are not in school. Statistics say that still 57 million primary aged children remain out of school, more than half of them in sub Saharan Africa. In developing countries, almost 25% of the girls still do not have any privilege to go to school. About half of all out of school children of primary school age live in conflicted affected areas. 103 million youth worldwide lack basic literary skills, and more than 60% of them are women.